Hey everyone, welcome back to KDX Bricks Analytics. I am Kevin, and this is where we talk everything Lego investing and reselling, and Black Friday deals have officially started. Every year it starts with Lego in-store and Lego.com Insider Weekend. That's going on right now, started at midnight, and we have some awesome Target and Walmart deals kicking off throughout this week and into the Black Friday weekend. We're looking at Lego.com. I'll click on Insiders Weekend, and you can see what time I'm recording this segment of the video by the running clock down here. They're advertising Insider members getting some % off savings, double Insider points, and a couple of GWPs. Let's look at these real quick. A $250 purchase threshold on anything gets you the retro record player, and then a $170 purchase on anything gets you the winter holiday train. And then they also have this holiday crafting set if you spend $65 on Friends, City, Duplo, Dreams, Ninjago, but I'm not going to factor this GWP into any of our calculations. Now let's click in and see what the member savings are and the list of sets that have member savings, and there are a lot of good ones on here. And I'm scrolling down, seeing a lot that I like. And interestingly enough, they all show the 20% off for Lego Insiders, except the Loop Coaster and Dorado Fortress. I'm going to assume that those are going to click to 20% off sooner than later. And it's just taking Lego a little bit of time to get all of the deals to populate onto their website and go live. So let's deep dive some of these sets and see what the total equivalent savings we can get with the sale price, the GWPs, double Insider points, and Rakuten. And let me click on this and show you that for me, Rakuten is 15% cash back right now. However, it is only 3% cash back on exclusives and hard to find items. Most of the sets that are on sale are exclusive or hard to find, and so most of the time we're going to be getting just the 3% cash back, but still better than none. And some of them you can get 15% cash back. If you are new to Rakuten, make sure that you use somebody's referral link so that you also get some really good savings. Let's first take a look at the Star Wars ATAT UCS set. This beast retails for $850, so a 20% discount is $170 off. 10% VIP points is $68, and then the 2.5% Rakuten is another $17. I'm going with, I think, a pretty safe $35 for both GWPs. I think bottom end is $15 for the train and $20 for the record player after shipping and fees, but maybe we can get $45 out of both of them. But I'll use $35 in our calculations to be safe. Adding all that up, we get savings and rewards of $290 equivalent, which is 34% off, for a total final cost in quotation marks, i.e. an equivalent cost after taking off the savings and rewards of $560. Not bad for this awesome UCS ATAT. And many of you are familiar with my enthusiasm score and mentions for the ATAT. 23 mentions so far this calendar year with a pretty low 1.3 enthusiasm score. Most people talking about this set for investing think it's going to grow in value, but the low enthusiasm scores because many people are not wanting to go in on an $850 set. It's a big box, it's a lot to deal with, it's a lot to ship, and it's a lot of money to put into one set if it ends up not working out too well. So for me, I'm in that camp. I do think it grows in value, but I am not investing in this one because of that high price point. If you are not familiar with my enthusiasm score and mentions and how I watch all the other Lego investing and reselling videos and collect this data, then check out some of my previous videos. I know there's at least a couple videos in the last month or so where I've given more explanation as to how I develop all this data. Now let's analyze the Ninjago City Garden set. $350 retail for Ninjago City Gardens. This is up $50 from its original retail price because it got a price increase a few Augusts ago when a bunch of sets got price increases. 20% off is a $70 savings, 10% VIP points is $28, and then another $7 cash back with Rakuten. Same $35 for the GWPs, which yields a $140 savings / rewards, equivalent of 40% off. And so that final cost is the same as $210. Very popular set for investing with a 2.5 out of 3.0 enthusiasm score with 23 mentions. I am 100% picking up one of these sets right after I post this video. Time to deep dive the NES set, which is not a set that I like very much or will be investing in. If it was just the console and not the television for about half the price, then I'd be all over that. But I've mentioned this before, the television just doesn't do it for me. In the past, I've said the scaling's off, it's just too small. I think also it just reminds me of 60s home decor, ugly brown, ugly ugly orangish red color. I know a lot of people love this set. I think there's a small chance it'll grow in value, but I'm going to be passing on it. It retails for $270. The 20% sale saves you $54, $22 in VIP points, and then $5 in Rakuten. The same $35 for the GWPs yields a $116 savings, so 43% off for a final cost of $154. But a kind of low 1.9 enthusiasm score with 17 mentions. 17 mentions is kind of middle of the road, so not terrible. Let's analyze the Ecto 1, this icon set. Ghostbusters Ecto 1 retails for $240. Ugly car, but awesome movie and very iconic. Our savings are $48 on the sale, $19 on VIP points, and $5 on Rakuten. But this time only $34 on the GWPs. Remember, I'm saying that I think after shipping and fees that I can do $35 on both these GWPs, but the threshold for the record player is $250, and I think the train is $170. There's no reason to spend to just get the train and not go the full $250 threshold to get both of them. That's where you get the best deal. But since this set only retails for $240, you'll have to add something else to your cart to go over the $250 threshold. So I basically just prorated the GWP savings value. So in the end, after adding another set, if you do hit the exact $250 price point, then the savings on this set is $106. That's 44% off for a final cost of $134. If it were me to get over the $250 threshold, I'd probably add a $15 brickheads. I think the set is $239.99, and then the single brickheads are $9.99. And I think you're 2 pennies short now of the $250 threshold. I think they give it to you 1 penny short, but you'll probably need something else than just a single brickheads. But don't quote me on that. Mentions and enthusiasm score, not the best. 20 mentions is decent, but 1.6 enthusiasm score is pretty low. So I've been saying all along that I'm passing on this set for investing, but again, that $134 equivalent price is pretty decent. NASA Space Shuttle Discovery is 20% off. $200 retail price for this beautiful set, and honestly, I think $200 is not a bad starting price, so any deal on this is quite good. The 20% discount saves $40, and then $16 VIP points and $4 with a 2.5% Rakuten. Again, the GWP is prorated. This time it's 80% of the $35 because $200 is 80% of $250. So for this great set, I think we are doing really well. 44% off, $88 savings. This $200 set can be got for the equivalent of $112. I think I'll be doing a second purchase, picking up one of these and then a few brickheads or some pretty good $50 set. I'm not sure what that would be. For this one, mentions enthusiasm score are pretty high as expected. 2.3 is solid, and then 24 mentions. Let's take a look at the Ideas A-frame cabin. $180 for A-frame cabin. I've always loved this set. Goes great with the Treehouse. Not a lot of buzz through most of the year up until recently. Now that we're hearing some discounts around this set, there's some talk, and it is looking more and more like this set is going to be retired at the end of this year. The savings are $36 on sale, $14 in VIP points, and $4 in Rakuten. Prorated GWP is $25, and so final cost can be just over $100, almost $80 in savings for 44% off. A really good 36 mentions, a lot of talk about it lately, but still a kind of low 2.1 enthusiasm score for an idea set that looks this awesome. I have one already. I'd like to get at least 2 more, so maybe I'll pair this one up with another set that we're about to talk about and make it part of my third purchase. Dorado Fortress is now showing the 20% off. Retails for $215, which is fantastic because it has over 2,500 pieces. The GWP puts a $30 dent into that $215 retail price, so adding up the savings is $95, 44% off for a final cost of $120. 29 mentions and a mediocre 2.2 enthusiasm score. I'm not going to pick one up even though I think this is a great price. Already got a second one from Target a few months ago at I think a similar price, and I didn't have to deal with selling the GWPs. So I still love this set, but I can't buy them all every time a bunch of them go on sale. The Ideas Treehouse is 20% off. Mine that I built is right up there off camera. Here's the aforementioned Treehouse, another Ideas set. This one also experienced a price hike a few Augusts ago. I think this could be a pretty good pickup because it is right at the $250 GWP threshold, so you get the full $35 savings on that. 20% off saves you another $50 and then another $15 in VIP and Rakuten for a total savings of $110, another 44% off. So final cost is $140. Only 15 mentions and a low 1.1 enthusiasm score. That's because this thing is going to have, I think, a 5-year shelf life when it retires at the end of this year. It's already been on the retirement list a couple of times in the past and has fallen off. So a number conservative investors have already gone deep on this set. Maybe they've already given up and gotten rid of most of their inventory at this point, or maybe there's still a lot of inventory out there. I think this is a great price and a great deal for a personal collection, but I wouldn't want to pick one up for investing. Let's deep dive the Loop Coaster at 20% off. Loop Coaster is definitely not an investment set for me. The previous Icons roller coaster is reselling for basically retail, and this one is $400. That's huge for this set. I know it's got a lot of track pieces and all the powered mechanisms with the lift. I just don't see somebody wanting to buy this for $600 or $700 in a few years. Adding up all the savings, it's $155 off, 39% savings, and a final cost of $245. And yeah, the YouTube investing community agrees 19 mentions is okay, but a low 0.7 enthusiasm score. Time to analyze the Icons Corvette set. I think this is a great set. I realize it's a really old car, so there might not be many people that want to pick up older designs, but I don't know. Classic cars are just timeless, but the $150 retail price is very high. Most of these Icons cars are overpriced, so it's good to see we're getting a pretty good deal now. 20% off saves you $30, $12 in VIP points, and then $3 in Rakuten. I just realized I've been saying VIP points all this time in my table, and it's now insiders points. I must have used an old table template and forgot to update it. With the prorated GWPs, it's $21, so a total savings and rewards of $66. So the final cost is $84 with a 44% savings. I think at this price, it is a pretty good investment, but we haven't seen it on sale much yet, so that's why it has low mentions of 14 and a pretty low enthusiasm score of 1.6. Interesting, Harry Potter Weasley's Wizard Wheezes at 20% off. This one is a Target exclusive. This set has had a fair amount of talk lately. It retails at $90, but it's been $63 at Target a few times. I think the first time was maybe 4 weeks ago and it sold out pretty quickly, but then it came back at $63. It might still be $63 right now, and it didn't sell out right away. I think there's still some back, so this set is a little bit hit or miss with all of the discounts and cash back, and then the prorated only $13 on the GWPs. You can save $40 and pay the equivalent of $50. I think at that price it's pretty good, but the $63 price point at Target, and then you get 5% on the red card, and maybe you can stack a little Rakuten or some cash back and get pretty close. It might not be worth the effort of having to resell the GWPs to get a little lower on this set. Now remember, the record player threshold is $250. So to get over that, you'd have to buy 3 of these, which might not be a bad deal, or add other sets to this purchase. 17 mentions and a medium low 1.9 enthusiasm score. I only picked up one, most likely for my kids, and I don't think I'm going to invest crazy in this set. All right, let's wrap up by looking at the Target and Walmart Black Friday deals. So if you go into Target and click on weekly ad, you can see the upcoming week, and there's a bunch of pages here. So this is the first page that has any Lego on it, and it says up to 50% off, and it shows some sets. None of these are of interest for me for investing, but if you click on it, then you can see the details, and it does list a few sets in here. Maybe the Explorer diving boat is of interest because this is already about 50% off, and there's some decent animals in there. And then the rest of these, I would say, are probably not great for investing. Maybe the recycling truck, kind of a good standard city set. And I personally like the 4x4 off-road adventures because I love all the outdoors and camping and all that, but I don't think this one will be a great investment. So these sets that are going 50% off start on November 24th, but so far I'm not seeing anything of interest, but it looks like there are some really good Target Lego deals that are going to be starting on Thanksgiving. So I got to go way over here to the right on all of these sheets. And here we go. This has 40% off for some Lego sets. And again, it says these run Thursday to Saturday. So Thanksgiving to Saturday only. And they show some pretty good sets here. And so let's click on the details. It's showing the Up House. This one came out and had a ton of buzz, but it's died off because it's looking like it's going to have a pretty long shelf life, but 40% off is pretty good. The Target exclusive Pink Parrot, that is awesome. $20 set down to $12. The Invisible Hand, $50 set down to $30. I think that's great, but this one is not retiring at the end of this year. And then let's see if there's any other sets that I think are good at 40% off. Definitely Ahsoka Tano's T6 Shuttle, but this one is also not retiring at the end of this year. And then I Am Groot is retiring at the end of this year. But I feel like we just have Groot fatigue at this point. So maybe a couple of these at 40% off could grow a little bit, but I'm probably going to pass. So honestly, honestly, of these, the one I'm most interested in is the Pink Parrot because it has a 2-year shelf life and it is a Target exclusive. Then 5 Walmart sets to show you. This first one is the Ideas Office. We've been talking about this set a lot lately. It has seen some good deals, but it looks like now the best deal is coming. Retails for $120. And it's going to be $70 starting on November 25th, which is this coming Monday. But unfortunately, there is a catch because right here it's showing the Walmart Plus early access. For Walmart Plus members, this deal will be available starting at noon on Monday. And then at 5 o'clock, it will be available to everybody else. I think there's a really good chance this set will be sold out by 5 o'clock. Right here, they are showing an ad to get 50% off of a 1-year Walmart Plus membership. I think it's $100 for the year, so that'd be $50. I don't know if this is available to everybody, but maybe it's worth it to some of y'all out there. I'm not sure yet. I'm debating, honestly, because I already have a few of these at pretty good price with the Books Are My Passion GWP. And then the next huge 40+% off Walmart deal is this Battle of Hogwarts. Retails for $80 down to $45. Again, same deal, starts at noon for Walmart Plus members and then is available at 5 p.m. for everybody else. And I'm on the East Coast, and so I don't know if those times change depending on where you're located or if they're East Coast time for everybody. But those are the times for me. I think this is an okay set. I think all the minifigures are exclusive, but the rest of it looks pretty thin. Some Harry Potter sets are starting to do okay again. I think because a couple of years ago, they bottomed out on the secondary market with lower demand and a bunch of investors coming in, but it seems like that's swinging back the other direction a little bit. So I think $45 could do okay, but I'm not going to be picking any up. And then 3 sets that are not retiring at the end of this year. The Infinity Gauntlet retails for $80, already on sale for $64. And it will be $45. Ahsoka Tano's Shuttle will be $45 here, which is just over 40% off. And at Target, per this ad, it is expected to be 40% off. So I don't see the value in getting the Walmart Plus membership for this set. And again, this one's not retiring at the end of this year. And then last Walmart set is this newer Hogwarts Express, not retiring at the end of this year, but $130 down to $70. That's a pretty good deal, but I don't invest in these because Lego has produced, I think, 4 in the minifigure scale size. Maybe it's only 3, but I'd be worried that they'd be making another one here pretty soon. And then lastly, don't forget, Lego is still going to do a Black Friday event and a Cyber Monday event, and we don't have details on this yet, but the one thing we do know for sure is the Endurance is coming out at midnight on Thanksgiving. This is a rare day one buy for me. I love the set. I love the book. I love the story. $270 is expensive, but you know, over 3,000 pieces and a bunch of cloth sale pieces looks fantastic. So I'm all in on that. And it comes with this awesome GWP, Shackleton's Lifeboat, with some nice accessories, especially the sled here. That's a huge part of the story. So I cannot wait for this set. All right, that's a wrap on this video. Thanks a lot for watching. Happy Black Friday shopping. I hope you're able to get all the awesome sets and deals that you are going for, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else.